In this video, we're going to do a quick run through a demo, an example of setting up a 3-go plus average rodeo and running through the steps from rodeo setup through draws, through entries, through entering results and viewing results. So first we need to set up the rodeo. We will go to rodeo setup, set rodeos, and we are going to make a copy of an existing rodeo and then make changes to set it up as the rodeo we need. So we've made the copy. You'll notice it says new copy. We will go to edit this one. So we have updated the competition name. We have updated the start date and end date. We've set this so that it will be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Go 1, Go 2, Go 3. When it copied over the rodeo, it set all of these back to unchecked. We do want to turn off calculate average, and we'll explain that as we go through the results process. It did copy over the format of the rodeo. We will need to change this to 3-go and correct our dates here. And Go 1 will be starting a little later in the day. And similar to the 2-go plus average example, we are going to just run our example here on 3 events so that we can show that off a little quicker rather than having this big mass of all these events and all this data. And for this example, we are going to use 2 stock contractors, and we are going to cancel out the note that was in there from the copied rodeo. So we now have our new rodeo. We have it all set up for the dates, times, and events. Next, we want to check to ensure that we have the payouts and placings set up for a 3-go plus average. As you see here, we have the 2-go plus average rodeo payouts and points settings in place, but we don't have the same thing in place for a 3-go plus average, so we will need to set that up now. We have now set up 3 tiers of payouts and points rules for the 3-go plus average. We would recommend having a look at the video on settings, set payouts and placings for more detail on this. We now have the rodeo settings in place. We've confirmed we have the payouts, points, and placings settings in place. The next thing that would happen is during the online entry window, members would enter the rodeo, and we'll put some of those in place and come back to view them. We have now added a number of entries to the 3-go rodeo on September 12th, 13th, and 14th. For the purposes of this demo, we'll leave them as unpaid. Some organizations will have rules that wouldn't allow them into the draw, but we have set this organization to allow that. So we have some senior barrel racing, we have some open team roping, and we have some saddle bronc entries. So before we run the draw, in addition to all of the entries, we need to make sure that we have set the stock for the draw. So we have 2 stock contractors. In this case, we have Pine Hills and we have ABC stock. We only have 1 stock event. And just a quick glance at our list here, you can see we have 12 saddle bronc entries. We can also review that under Rodeo's pre-draw count. So we know that when we talk to our stock contractors, we will need at least 12 animals for the saddle bronc event. So we'll now set stock for the draw. We have 2 stock contractors. We need up to 12 for the draw, plus we'll need some re-ride stock. So we'll scroll down our list to saddle bronc, and this will show us those animals available from both of the contractors. And using the list that the stock contractors would provide us, we would mark off the stock we're making available. We'll keep Smile Again in reserve as re-ride stock, and we'll save those selections. So we now have all of our stock in place. We will now generate the rodeo draw. We will choose our competition. We will initialize the draw and select the rodeo. This organization that we've set up does not use priorities on entry groups. We will need to set this. So we'll set all to unlimited, which is typically what one would do in a multi-go draw. And so we have that set. We can now generate the draw. And we see we have our entrants placed in Go 1, the Go 2, and the Go 3 orders here. As we scroll down to the end of the list, we see all entrants were placed in the draw. If we wish to preview the draw, we can click here. And we scroll down, we see the unofficial draw. We see our first go. We see our events. We have not yet generated a stock draw, so we won't see any stock here yet. We have selected the stock, but we haven't generated the draw. We see our second go, and we see our third go. So we can now set the reride stock, and we're going to make this simple and choose Smile Again for all of the goes. We are setting the reride stock to the same animal for all 3 goes. You can set it so that you have a different animal assigned per each go. Now that we have our stock selections in place, we have ran our placement draw for the competitors, we will generate the stock draw. So we select the Rodeo, and we have our stock contractors in place, and we hit the Run Stock Assignment draw. And please note that it does remind us prior to running the draw that we have selected the stock from each contractor for each event. The stock assignment draw is now complete. We can now go and view the draw. We did that previously, but now we should have the stock. And so as we scroll down, we will see Senior Barrel Racing, Open Team Roping, which have not changed. We have Saddle Bronc with the stock assignments in place. We have Go 2, second go, with our stock assignments, and Go 3 with our stock assignments. So you can now go through, review this. If you wish to make changes to either run orders or stock, we can go Rodeo Setup, Adjust Draws as needed. Once you have made any adjustments, if you need to make any, the next step would be to set this to view for the members. So we can either choose to do this one at a time, which we'll do here. We will turn on the show the draw on the web, and we will also set this draw to official. So now if we go to view the draw, we will see that it says official draw. Now in between setting the draw so that the members can see it and the actual rodeo day, this is the time when you would go and generate your rodeo sheets, such as your judges cards, your announcer sheets, and if you use them, your day sheets. And so next rodeo day comes and the events get underway, and it's time to enter results. We select our rodeo, and as you see, we had set calculate average to no. We will select an event, and so now we see the input boxes for Go 1, Go 2, and Go 3 for this event. You'll notice that the entrants are ordered by the Go and the Run order within Go 1 for now. This will change as we enter times into the event. We can set it to whichever run order we wish. Here, to simplify things, we'll now enter some times. And with our times entered, we hit submit results. Rodeo Producer will display the net purse calculations. And remember, we set the payout rules to pay 25% of the net purse to Go 1, Go 2, Go 3, and the average. So that portion, 25%, is paid to Go 1. Now if we enter Go 2 times and Go 3 times, then we would be able to calculate the average. So we will first do Go 2, and we get the same net purse calculation, and we'll see that the order in the table is by placing. If we choose Go 3, it will now show us in order of Go 3 and the run order. Now we have calculated Go 1, we've submitted and calculated Go 2. We have not done Go 3 yet, but before we do that, we will turn on Calculate Average, so that when we enter the results for Go 3, it will calculate Go 3 and the average in this final step. And once the scores are in, we hit Submit Results. We see this table again, and now we have go 1, go 2, go 3, the average payout is calculated, and the final column show the total money and total points. So we're only showing senior barrel racing here, the method of entering go 1, go 2, go 3. We have skipped entering results into team roping and saddle bronc. It would be much the same. We will actually go and do those offline, and then we will show you how that all shows up in the results. Once all the times and scores have been entered and the money points averages have been calculated, now we can go and have a look at the rodeo results preview, as it shows unofficial results, and this is the preview. So this is prior to the members seeing this. And as we scroll, we will be able to see total money and total points. It's a fairly big table. You may need to do a little bit of scrolling sideways depending on your device. We have saddle bronc, we have open team roping. Same thing, we can scroll each table individually. And we have our senior barrel racing. So a quick glance at the results, and if we determine that all is good, then the next step would be to set the rodeo to show the results and show results official. So we'll do this a step at a time, and we'll show as official. And so now the members themselves, when they are on the rodeo producer system, they can click on results and see these. They can see scores, placings, payouts, points. And under results, we'll be able to go to season standings, preview. Now, because we've marked it official, everything will be included in here. And as we scroll down, we see these standings are updated up to and including the September 13th, 14th, and 15th rodeo. And so that is how you set up and operate a 3-go plus average rodeo.